Hi everyone, welcome to Nollywho. Nollywho is a Clout Africa production that focuses on the contributions of Africans and Africans in the diaspora to film and television. And this week, wearing stripes, because he's from Canada and he's wearing their color. It's Frank. Hi, Frank.
Hi guys. I don't know how
Yeah.
to say hi. It's just bonjour.
Yes,
Canadian language
bonjour.
is fair. Oh my god,
Yes,
bonjour, mon ami.
see, you've already disgraced me. Now,
Comment ça va?
your PR, they are not going to accept it because yeah. So hi everyone again, and so this week we're just going to be like bantering. Some episodes we have a lot of like smart, intelligent conversations, but this week we're just going to be having a bit of fun, discussing one person in particular, which
Yay.
is the I would say eternally funny Osita Iheme.
Drum roll.
Osita Iheme is, I don't think that he could have predicted how big he would become.
Mm-mm.
There's no way, like Osita Iheme and Chiedu Ikedieze are like a duo, but Osita Iheme is
Viral
he's the
superstar?
Beyonce of the group.
Oh, okay.
And Chinedu Ikedieze is the Kelly Rowland.
Okay. At least it's not Michelle.
Yes,
so,
they bring
yeah.
him in, when they
That's
need
fine.
classy memes and this, but Osta is the Beyonce because the way people have, there's this thing people do where they're like, your favorite celebrity, put her name and your date of birth, and you see what she's wearing on that day. Osta Iheme has that for memes.
No,
Like whatever your mood is, whatever how you feel,
you will find
whatever is happening, there is something, and it's not even just that he has a meme for every mood. It's that he has a meme for every mood that was made over the course of just 6 years. Like there was this period of 6 years where Osita Iheme and Chiedu Ikedieze were making a ton of films.
Yeah.
And in those 6 short years, Osita Iheme was somehow able to create the full spectrum of human emotion. Joy, anger, frustration, side eyes.
I can't kill myself. Everything. Yeah.
So I'm a little like, I'm odd, but Frank is more of like a netizen of the internet. So when did you first like realize that Oster had become a thing?
I think it was, I don't know if it was I think it was last year, early last year. I don't know if it was December, but yeah, early last year. It just popped up a lot in conversations. I think for me, it started off with WhatsApp stickers. I think that was like, it started off as WhatsApp stickers, and I realized that first and foremost, I thought they were ghetto, to be very honest, because I'm like, okay, who's texting me? But they seemed to match what was happening at the time, or they seemed to match the conversation, or like do well with whatever it was. So you know how you're saying something and you have like one of them. I'm just like, okay. And then last year, I saw a lot of it everywhere. I saw there literally everything. In short, there was this particular one.
Yeah, the one where he's like,
everybody everybody, even the people that thought that WhatsApp stickers were ghetto, I started saving them.
yes,
Because I knew that in some type of way, most times, I'm one of these people who sometimes when I want to, I suck at expressing how I feel using words, and so I feel like those things just do like like when you do that, someone knows, or I'm not happy with this person, or I'm displeased with this person, I derive joy from you or something, and that was where it started from. And I think that and then I realized, it was everywhere. There was the one music stars were using to promote their songs because it literally rhymed with everything that was happening, and then all the whole cutout stickers. People were watching more old films to actually get more from him, and all of a sudden he's just been there and he's not going anywhere, clearly. Because even non-Nigerians are actually, I think I read like a lot of articles last year that had like people who were non-Nigerians even discovering. Oh my god, I can't remember what verified Twitter page tweeted something.
I think it's one of those football sites.
Yes, exactly.
They used
it, and it just everybody was like, "Oh my god, yes!" And there was a full article on it, and people were talking about So I knew he was a big. I think it was we're in 2021 now, so I think it was maybe late 2019, early 2020s.
Okay.
That I sort of it worked, or I sort of got the hang of it.
I have been following Oster as a meme since I would say probably like 2013, 2014 on Tumblr.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There was a whole, like, I think, so as at that time, YouTube was just finally starting to become a thing, and people were uploading. This was before Iroko TV, and before Jason and Mary decided to, come and chop our money. Yes. So people used to upload clips onto YouTube, and the Tumblr crowd would essentially just like, so they are like the progenitors of memes.
Yeah.
And so they would take those memes and put it on Tumblr as a way to express themselves. It was a Nigerian kids thing. You can't sit with us. It's our thing.
Yeah.
You don't really understand where the context is from. And it was from Tumblr that Osita Iheme and Chinedu Ikedieze memes spread into Twitter and Instagram. Yes. Tumblr, because a lot of Tumblr kids, when Tumblr stopped gaining traction, they used to cross-pollinate with Twitter a lot. So that's how those memes came to Twitter. And then once it got into Black American Twitter,
boom,
it was done. Like,
that was the end.
Chinedu it was gone. Like, it has gone so far. And I would say that it's a testament to the social discoverability of the work that Oster and Chinedu did as character actors. Because we laugh about the memes, we make all these jokes. But the reality is that these memes work because Chinedu Ikedieze and Osita Iheme were excellent at using their bodies to act, at expressing complex emotions with either their faces or their bodies, so much so that it serves as a shorthand for anger or jealousy or resentment. And that's, I think, the beautiful thing about, specifically for Osita Iheme, is that Osita Iheme is not only able to express basic emotions through his body language, he's also able to express very, very subtle, specific emotions. For example, he's able to like the meme that got the most recent Oster meme that went viral was a meme that essentially expresses what Nigerians call "you're on your own."
Yeah,
it's like you're on your own.
I didn't come with you, please.
Like, I'm not this year. Like, this that's happening. I'm not interested, and it's something that is really hard to describe. But Oster was able to get that apt. It's like, this thing. I'm not doing it with you. Like, and so. And that's just one of the many, many examples where he's able to take what is this specific emotion that Nigerians experience that is unique to us.
Let me translate
it through body language without talking. And so as far as actors go, Osita Iheme is top of the class.
I agree. And I think it just falls back to what we say a few times, even though we say it most times jokingly, but like how the actors of then did such a very good job acting out their feelings or acting out their emotions, because it was just so, like, now you talk about it, I'm actually looking at some of these GIFs and memes and just looking at how they're able to, like, it almost feels like
it's universal.
Yeah,
like, they're able to express specific emotions universally.
It's so easy, so easy for you to see how, they just do these things and you actually just think like these are things happening in their actual lives, not knowing they're on set they're actually acting it all out in a movie. There's this one I remember where it's like he has we've established the fact that he almost has something for everything. But there's this one I just thought of where he's just really feeling dejected, and I can see it's playing in my head.
Yeah.
And he's able to like embody it. Like
Mhm.
you look at him and you just see him as this person is not having any of it anymore.
Yes.
And then there's even the one where he's eating a full lap of chicken, and
Yes.
you can tell that
This is enjoyment.
Like you can't tell this person anything at the point.
Enjoyment.
And I'm playing back like so one thing I actually almost do maybe every year is try to watch Aki and Pawpaw. Aki and Pawpaw is one of my
Yes.
favorite films of all time, actually, Nollywood films of all time. I try to watch Aki and Pawpaw. I watched it last year, say October, November, and I'm playing back to like the whole thing you said about like proper acting,
Mhm.
character acting. And it's very funny it's very interesting that, in as much as we see them as like they've just been able to body a lot of roles.
Mhm.
So it's very easy for you to see them in like as comics.
Yes.
Because maybe they do a lot of that. But I've also realized that I've seen them in more serious roles where they
dramas,
actually so they have the range and they're actually proper, like, and this is just very evident with all of the pop culture
Yes.
that we're sort of consuming right now.
Now.
Yeah.
Because as you talk about this, I feel like it's important to state, since we're bantering, but this is also serious. It's important to state that because a lot of these memes and gifs were taken out of the context of the films in which it was acted, we kind of have forgotten that these films had very, very complex storylines.
Mhm. Yeah.
They had very complex storylines. Chinedu Ikedieze and Osita Iheme have played children, they've played teenagers, they've played adults, they've played older adults, they've played disabled people. What kind of role haven't they played in that? And they are believable as children.
Mhm.
They're believable as teenagers. They're believable as adults. They have complex roles where they are doing Ponzi schemes, where they lose money. They've played poverty. They've played wealth, and they're able to do all this believably, while also bringing a superior comedic element to these films.
I agree.
Like we laugh about like people laugh about Aki and Pawpaw, but Aki and Pawpaw is a serious film.
It is.
It's a very serious film.
mean, yeah, it's hilarious, but yeah.
It's a very serious film because it talks about poverty. They have a conversation about how, because Sam Loco is in the film, and they're like, yeah, this, and Sam Loco is like, my father was poor, my grandfather was poor, you are going to be poor. And Aki and Pawpaw is like, no,
I'm not.
And like, we are not going to be, this whole thing, this poverty that you want to extend to us because you're not willing to break the cycle of poverty, it's not going to happen. And so these films had a lot of, like, Osita Iheme and Chinedu Ikedieze were trusted to bring a lot of complex roles to life.
Mhm.
And sometimes the roles were so ambitious that it was obvious that if these two characters were not in the film, it just wasn't going to work. And I think that because a lot of it has now been memed, we kind of forget that.
It's very easy to, yeah. Even Chinedu's role
Yes.
in the Johnsons,
Yes.
you can actually see that he is. So he's supposed to play.
He's like a child. He's like one of the teenagers.
Yeah, but you can actually you literally see him bring it to life.
Yes.
Even from the way he acts in the school and then very interesting, if you watch a film in maybe a split second after that episode is done,
Mm-hmm.
and you see him playing a married man,
Yeah.
he would also turn
believable.
in. Yeah.
Like,
So
I
it's-
just even remembered one of the because we've been talking about how Oster has a lot of memes, but there's a Chinedu Ikedieze meme where he's reading a love letter
Oh,
and he puts it to his chest.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I was going to do this and I interrupted my microphone. That is so apt because
Like,
I
it's
see them
so
like
iconic. Like he looks at the letter and he's like,
I love it.
That meme is also like really, really huge. It has become a shorthand for like
when you
comunicado
want
in
to
official.
exactly.
Yes. When you want to announce that you're in love, people
Oh my
use that
god!
meme. So
they have a lot to get. Like when you were saying this now, do you know what I remembered? Together, and we in
Yes.
Bagada, we are under the weather.
Weather.
In the no, they have actually done like so much work. And it's they actually deserve like every bit of accolades that
yes.
they would rightfully get. I know we talked about this like maybe a while back, where we said something about Osita getting an endorsement with,
Yes,
I don't remember who, but I know that he's gotten something for, and I feel like, I don't know, we should actually see him in more stuff, because
I think that this is the point where I think that at this point in his career, one of the things that would be really great for Osita is for Osita to start to do what I would call like to explore cryptocurrency and non fungible tokens as a way to monetize his identity.
I agree,
because he has such a huge following that it is time he's at the right place now to reinvent himself again.
I agree.
And choose the roles he wants to choose.
I agree.
Get people to fund whatever he wants them to fund.
I agree.
And just explore stuff. Like
I agree.
I think that this is the point in his career where he can do all of that, and he needs the right management to help him do that. But
that's the problem. I think you've gotten to the point. Like, I was going to actually highlight that, or that he's gotten to the point where he's just really, really a whole brand on his own.
He's such a brand that people. There are a couple of Twitter accounts that constantly
parodies. Oh my God, I was about to say it now, because like you've gotten to that point when there are like multiple accounts. And do you know another person this whole management topic reminds me of? Bobrisky.
Yes.
Because I always insist that, I feel like for everything that Bobrisky says, there should be merch for it.
Yes.
And it's going to be a case of, do they have the right people to manage them? Because the conversation, like the internet is very fast paced. So it's going to be very easy for like something else to approach the conversation and take it all away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is he tapping into it, and what's his team doing? Does he have a team to start with? I think those are the questions really.
Yeah.
Because this is the point where you dictate what you want to do. You dictate the kind of roles you want to see. Even if they're going to keep booking you for the comedy roles, just get the
get
cream.
some kind of creative license.
Yeah.
Or get a percentage of the royalties and like something in that direction.
Exactly.
I also think that this is the point where, because this is also a criticism we had of Nolly Babes in a previous episode, where we said it's great that Nolly Babes is reintroducing like vintage Nollywood films to a new audience, but you cannot continue to reintroduce or monetize or profit off vintage Nollywood without giving credit and without giving context.
Yeah.
I feel like a good number of these Osita Iheme roles that have been memed, if the people who had been memeing them had done a lot more work to provide context. That, okay, this meme is great, but this is where this meme is from. It's from this film, it's from this year. It would drive a lot more traffic to Nollywood. It would give people a lot more, interest in Nollywood. So
outside the memes.
So I think that as more people look to Nollywood, old Nollywood for inspiration, I want to see more people give context. I want to see more people show gratitude by, giving context and giving credit.
Interesting that because at the end of the day, this would actually draw back again to an old episode, the one where we talked about content on YouTube and content distribution, really. Because if all things were equal and we were in pretty much a scene world, they should actually be getting money for, someone directs them back to, or someone credits, one of these Nolly accounts credits the origin of the meme or the origin of the GIF or the video to a particular page on YouTube. I'm guessing someone finds it, and then there's money. If it's a streaming platform, I don't know that there are any streaming platforms that have like the full
catalog.
But if there were like streaming platforms that had like these catalogs, then they get, because I'm curious to say, I want to pay for this just to be able to watch this, just to be able to access this. And at the end of the day, it's money that's coming into creators' pockets. It's money that's coming into the right stream. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I just feel like they need to solve that monetization issue. People who are going to profit off memes, off our fave Osita Iheme, you need to do the right thing. You need to give him credit, and you need to provide context from where you're taking these memes so that Osita too can chop.
Exactly.
Everybody needs to chop.
At the end of
In fact,
the day.
I think Osita would have put out a lot more videos if people had been crediting him since, because
Screaming.
he would have the money to make more films and people would have more content.
Content, really.
So
yeah.
it's a cycle. Like, if you don't promote him, he can't make more films.
Mhm.
So do the right thing and give him context and give him credit. On this note, we'll end this episode. Thank you guys for listening to us talk about Osita Iheme and, you know, the mechanics of meme culture. This again is Nollywho, a Clout Africa production that focuses on the contributions of Africans and Africans in the diaspora to film and television. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. The buttons are down here. And from me, it is goodbye. And from Frank,
Bye, guys. Oh my God. Au revoir.
Clout. Reach out.